Hello, welcome to Skywarped's Hangar. I'm your host, Skywarped, and today we have SH Figuarts Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. This was one of my favorite toys as a kid. I'm really happy to have it. I still have my old speeder bike from the 1980s. It's missing some parts, but what can you say? Well, it's old and it still does that, so that's cool. On to this one. This is a beaut. Take a nice look at him as he turns slowly, not by mobile device, but just by my mere fingers turning him. Yes, it is amazing, the technology that we use in our reviews. Okay. He comes in a box. This box, which is inside of this box. Side. Yay! Then you get the other side. Yay! Then you get the top with my hand out of the way. Yay! Then you get the bottom with writing I don't understand. Yay! And then you get the back with some pretty nice artwork showing some different things you could do with your Scout Trooper. He does cost in excess of $120. I think they're running $199 now or something like that. I don't know what people are charging for these things. My only problem with this figure so far is this. I don't like this, is the fact that... oh, there. So we're going to have to fix that somehow. The Scout Trooper comes with several sets of hands. One set of hands is currently on him. Additionally, he comes with a set of fists. He comes with some chilling hands. And he comes with some pistol holding hands, which you can choose to have him as a lefty or a righty. So you notice the fingers on that hand are spread out a little bit to accommodate for the pistol grip, as you see right there. You also get an instruction sheet. He also comes with this little bit, which you can see has a little peg hole. That little piece can be switched out with his knapsack that's on the back of the bike, as you can see here. So you can choose to have that little piece covering that area. Out of package, he comes with this little bit, which is used to cover the ball joint up at the base of the speeder bike. If you look there, you see where the base connects to the bottom of the speeder bike. That's a ball joint. And you can use this piece to cover that if you do not want to display him on the base. Just like so. Now, you may notice on mine, it doesn't hold in very well. Now, that is something I'm going to have to figure out. Maybe I'm going to need to use some clear nail polish or something of that nature. Or maybe that nature. As far as molding details and paint apps, I have to say that, really, to be quite honest with you, I couldn't be happier with this. This is a very beautiful mold, very beautifully executed vehicle and figure. As you can see, yeah. Do a little 360 here. Yeah, very, very, very nice. My only complaint really is that ball joint. Yeah, so just to give you an idea of some of the mold details, Really, really nice. For vehicle articulation, the pedals come up about that far. They go down about that far. The flaps on the back of the speeder bike come up at a full 90. And that is both of them. And once you open them up, you can see some incredible details in there, which is very nice. Up at the handlebars, they both move simultaneously. So if you move one, you move the other. And they do have a piston working in there, which is also a very nice added detail that I'm very impressed with. At the handlebar, you do get a swivel there as well, and that will go as far as the rest of the handlebar till it hits the handlebar there. And it also comes back. One thing that is a little bit of a gripe that I'm not used to is the gun on the underneath of the speeder bike does not move whatsoever. That is a stationary piece. The base of the vehicle is very nice, and it does hold the vehicle without it falling over or tipping. And as you can see, without the figure, it does hold poses well or decently. You see where it's starting to drop there. The ball joint is strong enough to hold the vehicle, but not sure with the figure. The weight seems to kind of work against it. If you're wondering how large this thing is, you're looking at roughly 11 inches. So that's something you'll want to consider for your display options. For comparison, we have Black Series and the SH Figuarts side by side. The SH Figuarts is on the bottom, Black Series being on the top. They do run around the same dimensions. Some notable differences between the two is the back flaps of engine covers go up a 90 on the SH Figuarts, where they don't go up nearly as high on the Black Series. This is made of a rubbery plastic, where this is made of a harder plastic. The foot pedals don't move on the Black Series, neither do the handlebars, whereas the handlebars do in fact move on the Figuarts. You are going to get a better detailing out of the Figuarts, of course, than you are a Black Series. Of course, there is a huge price difference between the two also. Now on the Black Series, the bottom gun does in fact swivel, where it does not on the Figuarts. This is a stationary gun. Looking at the paint apps are very clean and official. Another big difference is this center console here. If you look at this center console and then you look at this center console does not look anything like the movie, where this does. That looked like it jumped right off the screen. Also, the battle damage paint apps on the Black Series, they don't come through as well, in my personal opinion, as they do on the SH Figuarts. This looks kind of like a kid painted it. Your kid got a hold of it. The elephant in the room is the fact that there is a coloring difference between the two speeder bikes. So really, I have no preference on either of them. I do think this looks very clean and very nice. I love the mold details on it. To be honest with you, I'm happy with both of them. So I'm not just going to knock my Black Series because I got something new and shiny, because I really do like both. And on that note, my Black Series can hold its position with the speeder pilot, the Biker Scout on it. So that's one thing I will say the Black Series does have on the SH Figuarts. On to the Scout Trooper. As you can see, he is very well detailed. You can see where they put a nice gloss on his eye shield.
You see how the details come in vivid. Right there above the nose and the mouth area. You turn that head mold around. Just the lines, the clean cut lines, and that side marking. Turning on the back. From the back, you can see where they did get his area. I really could have done without that. Yeah, very clean look to him though.
The Biker Scout does hold his pistol well. Very well. That's not shaking out. As far as articulation, this is where SH Figuarts always shines. Biker Scout can look up. Biker Scout can look at his toes. Biker Scout can look all the way around. Biker Scout can... yeah, here we go. Biker Scout can do a jig. Yeah, you get all sorts of poses with this guy. He can dance. Now, his shoulder armor does come out to make room for articulation, and once you pull that out, you can lift that shoulder that high. He also gets a 360 wind up, and he has kind of like a little pivot type joint there, so you can move his shoulder in quite a few different ways. He gets a swivel at the bicep. He gets double jointed elbow, which goes up about, let's straighten that bad boy out, a little bit more than a 90 it looks like, because of the mold. It stops itself. You also get a tilt at the wrist as well as a swivel. For the waist, he has 2 points of articulation at the waist, so you can get an ab crunch. You can go back, you can turn him about that far, you can turn him about that far. At the thigh, this centerpiece is kind of like a rubbery plastic, and the same with his belt, which moves kind of. It's a separate piece. So you can get his leg up about that high so he can SWAT team someone, and you could go back that far. He can almost do the splits. He gets a little bit of a twist at the thigh. At the knee, he gets a double joint there, and it can go up that far. The shin pad, shin guard, is a part of the mold of the bottom half of the leg. I've heard some complaints about that, but because of that being there, you can get him in a good kneeling pose. At the foot, you get a pivot. You also get a tilt and a swivel. And then, of course, is just like all SH Figuarts, you get toe articulation. Very nice, very well executed figure. I am very impressed with him. This was my favorite action figure, period, when I was young, so I am very happy to see him. For comparison, we have the Black Series figure, so you can see them side by side. You don't get a gloss on the eye goggles there. In my personal opinion, I do favor the Figuarts just for the details and the molding. I think it looks more movie accurate in my personal opinion. I I guess the dirt details on the Black Series are alright, but I like the clean look of the Figuarts as well. I like my Black Series, don't get me wrong, but I think this is a much better executed figure. Now, I know that this is more movie accurate than that, but I do forgive that because I know the reason why they needed to give way for the articulation. I also like the plastic that they use on the Figuarts a lot better in comparison to Black Series.
You look at the paint apps there, and then you get nice clean cut lines. Of course, that detail right there is right there. So that's a major difference also. That's not a paint app on the Figuarts. So which one do I recommend? Well, to be quite honest with you, really, I guess it depends on what you're going for in your collection. For $30 to $40, this is not a bad deal whatsoever. If you're wanting something a little bit higher end, then yes, this is the way to go. It has much nicer mold details. The paint apps are absolutely phenomenal as always. And the speeder bike, in my opinion, this one's more movie accurate. Now, I know this isn't movie accurate in the effect that he has no dirt on him, because if I'm not mistaken, they did have dirt on him. But I think that dirt is not really well executed. So I'm really not pleased with that dirt in the first place. I would have rather him be clean than have not well done dirt, because there's no dirt up here. There's dirt here. And then you got that, no. But I like both of them. I think this one is an excellent bargain. I'm very happy with my Black Series Scout Trooper, Biker Scout, Speeder Bike, and I'm very pleased with my SH Figuarts Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. It all depends on what you're going for in your collection. You are going to get a lot more poses out of this guy than you are this guy. That's to be expected. But yeah, I think they're both great. But I do favor this one. This is Skywarp's Hanger, and if you like our review, please click like and please subscribe to see more of them. Thank you.